What it do? Big boss can't poke through the door to talk to this boxer. Fuck it, my soliloquy. I'm a tough times don't last. Good people do it off yourself. Condiment if I lie, maybe not a peak game. Peak game made the foes on word. Swing. So, you got Richardson Hutchins, the IBF 140-pound champion, is set to face George Kambosos, I believe, in June. I think it's June 14th or June 7th, one of those days. And he states that, you know, after he beats Kambosos, he had his eyes set on the Teofimo López, Arnold Barboza one, and he wants to win up that. And if he can't get those guys, then he'll face Super Matias. I like Richardson Hutchins' energy, but if I'm Richardson Hutchins, I face Super Matias. Because y'all on the same side of the street. I feel like you'll get more recognition, more respect by being Super Matias, right? Because of the style matchup. I feel like boxing-wise, you'll get respect. Now, Teofimo López, if you get a fight with him, that could be a crossover fight to where you can get the casual fan, and that could give you a different demographic of fans, and also gain you more fans in the sport of boxing if you beat Teofimo López, right? I'm not gonna cap, but Teofimo López on the other side, bro. And I don't know if they're going to be able to make that fight. Teofimo been critical of Turk. You know, he went on social media publicly and was talking down on Turk. So I don't know if Turk feeling Teofimo after this. You know what I'm saying? You know, because Eddie Hearn and Turk are like, you know, they won. You know, Eddie Hearn always go to Turk for money and whatever. And I think now, because Teofimo López kind of disrespected Turk and, you know, Bob Arum and said some things, and, you know, Top Rank is now teaming up with PBC and all that. I just think that it's just putting more barriers up. You know what I'm saying? It's putting more barriers up, you know, and I think these people are aligning themselves together because of the fact that, you know, Turk came into boxing, you know, acting a fool. So I think that, you know, when you look at this fight, you know, I think Richardson Hutchins can beat George Kambosos. It is a dangerous fight. George Kambosos is powerful, but I think that if Richardson Hutchins beats George Kambosos, I think he should go after Super Matias first. He's #1 ranked. You know, all that politicking. Oh, I want Teofimo. Man, fight Super Matias. That'll show me that you like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. I think you need to go after Super Matias. You know. And then go fight Teofimo, because then they give you more time to build the fight up. You know what I'm saying? Between Teofimo. Now, if Arnold Barboza beats Teofimo López, that kind of ruins everything. I don't think Richardson Hutchins versus Arnold Barboza is a big fight. I'll say this, it'll be like the pure boxing head would like the fight, but as far as just like taking boxing to the casual fan, Richardson Hutchins versus Teofimo López would do that. Richardson Hutchins versus Arnold Barboza will not do that. So, but if Arnold Barboza happens to beat Teofimo López, you know, hey, I could see possibly that fight getting made. You know what I'm saying? But if Teofimo beat Arnold Barboza, I don't know if Richardson Hutchins and Teofimo López is going to be able to get made. Because Teofimo López play politic games. You know what I'm saying? We just going to be real. He talk that talk, he do all that talking, and then he start politicking. Once, you know, and that's how he is. When he kind of like Crawford. When they was in the hunt or they was complaining people didn't want to fight them and this, that, and the third, then they get an opportunity, you know, and then once they got the opportunity, they start politicking. Oh, you got to do more. Oh, you got to do this. So I don't see, and Teofimo already kind of doing that to Richardson Hutchins. You know what I mean? So I don't see where, I'm not going to lie to you, I don't see where, you know, that fight can get made. But Super Matias versus Richardson Hutchins can get made. You know what I'm saying? So we shall see how this thing goes. You know, very, very interesting situation. You know, I like Richardson Hutchins' mindset, but let's see if he deliver. Y'all let me know what y'all think, though. Let's go.